Hi, welcome to Quilt Remix, where we take a vintage pattern and give it a modern twist. I'm Kelly Bowser, and I'm here today with Ebony Love. And I love your name. This is like the best name ever. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself, Ebony.
Yeah, so I run a company called Lovebug Studios, and I've been known for doing a lot of die cutting, so that's kind of how I...
It's a great time saver.
Yeah, it's I tell myself if I can't die cut it, it's not getting made. So that's
do you
kind
have
of
a website?
I do. My website is lovebugstudios.com. I also do a number of quilt-alongs online. They're themed.
Ooh,
I've done...
See, I don't do a lot of themed quilts.
You don't? Yeah.
I don't. What are like some of the themes?
So I've done Downton Abbey. So when Downton Abbey was out, we had a fabric line.
Have you watched the show?
I have, yes.
I love it. Although I got a little mad. Some of the seasons have made me a little angry.
Yes.
I had to take a break.
Yes.
After they, killed off some of my favorite people.
Yeah, I definitely had moments where I was like, Julian Fellows better not meet me in a Starbucks. We're gonna have some.
You're gonna have it out.
We're gonna have it out. We're gonna have a little conversation. So yes, I've done Downton Abbey, a Little House on the Prairie last year.
Oh, cute.
And this year coming up, actually, we start next week with Outlander.
Awesome.
Have you seen Outlander?
I have. I've seen the first season, and I've read the first book, but I haven't gone beyond that because they can't find happily ever after.
No,
I'm a happily ever after girl.
Yeah, but the costumes are amazing.
Yes, and that'd be great for translating into quilts and interesting patterns. And speaking of fabrics, you told me a little secret.
Yes,
before.
a little secret.
Tell everybody.
Yes, I have a fabric line with Island Boutique coming out in May.
And then she let me see a sneak peek, guys.
Little
It's
sneak
so pretty. It's so pretty. And what goes along with the fabric line?
My thread box.
Your thread box.
I got a thread box.
And I'm gonna and if she had it here, I'd steal it because the colors are gorgeous. They're so gorgeous. So Ebony's here with me, and we're gonna be sharing our remix versions of Emily Bailey's Braveheart quilt, which can be found in the spring 2017 edition of Easy Quilts. So a little bit about my inspiration for this quilt. When I saw it, I was like, oh, it's this beautiful, simple kind of flying geese star quilt. It's actually something that I would probably make. And typically when I do the show, I tend to simplify the vintage patterns because usually they're a little bit more time consuming and intricate. And this time I decided to put my big girl panties on and make it more complicated. So I took the idea of flying geese and a star and expanded it and really made something super outside my comfort zone. And I used a palette that was not my normal and just really tried to push myself and be creative and think outside the box. Can you tell us a little bit about your inspiration for this quilt?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I went almost the exact opposite. Right. So with all the quilt-alongs that I do, they're sampler blocks. And so they tend to be very complex and more intricate. And so I went very, very simple.
So we swapped. We didn't even know each other or know each other's style. We completely swapped for this quilt.
Yeah, but I did have kind of that same idea, which was taking that flying geese and sort of repeating it and expanding it.
Which is so funny. And when she pulled out her quilt today to show me, I had a little like girly squealy happy dance moment, and she completely cracked up and watching me hop around like a fool because I love her quilt, and it's all like rainbowy yummy goodness, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, well, it's the color scheme. I kind of prefer to work in like really bright, really saturated colors, and when you're working with themes around, something from the 1700s, they didn't have all these bright colors and those types of things. So it's like I get to work in the colors that I don't.
Not a lot of rainbows in Downton Abbey.
Not so many rainbows. Right. If they do, you get to the end and, your pot of gold is missing because somebody stole it and, there's a dead body there or something. So that's what they do.
Thank you so much, Ebony. And join us next time where we're going to be sharing how to make my remix version of this Braveheart quilt. This episode of Quilt Remix Vintage Pattern Modern Twist is brought to you by Baby Lock for the love of sewing. Tin Lizzie 18, your affordable long arm quilters. Inganero, because fabric should be fun. Madeira, color your life. Aliso Smart Irons, fabric care reinvented for you. And Quilters Select, made specifically for quilters. Furniture for Quilt Remix was provided by Koala, fine sewing furniture custom built for you.